What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? This is another small educational episode of Bulls of Boxing. I am the host, Deb the Smoke, and on this quick episode, I'm going to be a little educational with this, and I'm just gonna show my process of how I do my charting in the morning because I have to redo my charts. Levels get broken because I'm trading on a lower time frame. So the levels usually they'll get broken, or if they do get uh, respected, you know what I'm saying? I want to see that. I want to see what levels got broken. A lot of times I end up having to go ahead and just redo my chart. So I'm gonna show today how I do my charting. Now, is it perfect? Am I a guru? No, I'm not. And it might be something that you'd be like, oh, this shit ain't even. But it works for me. This is what I've been doing for years. I got a pretty good win rate, So this is what I've been doing. This is how I do it. So everybody got their own way, but this works for me. So I'm just gonna put it out there on what I do and when I'm analyzing and when I'm charting. So first thing I'm gonna do, I already kind of pre did it already, but I'm just gonna go ahead and take everything off. I'm gonna take all my indicators off. I'm gonna take all the lines off, right? So I'm gonna remove my indicators. I'm gonna remove the drawings. Okay. So I trade SPY. Now, as y'all know by now, I'm more of a scalper day trader. So I come into the market with a goal of getting 5% of whatever my account value is at the time and getting out of the market. So I don't do long terms right now. I'm not. That will be something, I'll get into. But as of right now, I had a lot of success basically day trading, SPY. So that's what I stick to right now. So I'm going to show my process. So first and foremost, what I first look at is, okay, what's the overall trend? We already know SPY broke all-time highs over and over and over. So this is a bullish trend going straight up right now. So since I'm already a bullish trader, boxing and bullish, bulls of boxing. I'm already a bullish trader because that's where I found my most success is when I'm looking for long trades, uh, basically bullish scalps. So that's what I'm looking for. So with me, I don't really look for all of the whole week, and this is on the daily chart. But what I'm gonna look for is the last candle, the high and the low of this candle. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for. Now, as you can see, we have this long wick or tail, but I call it a wick. We have this long wick. Now, what this means is this: at one point, this candle probably was a whole red candle. This candle probably was a red candle. Okay, it probably had got as low as here as a red candle. And by the end of the day, the bulls pushed price all the way back up. So the bulls came in and through pre-market. Right now, we in pre-market. So pre-market, the bulls are pushing this price back up from where it was. We closed at where 7 was this currently where we at 738.18. Yeah, so we closed at 738.18. So that means up here, right here. So at one point, price probably this was a red candle, got low as here. Bulls came in, pushed it all the way up to 738.74, and then we closed at 738.18. So that is just probably the story of this candle. All right, and now the bulls are back in. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna map out the low of this candle first, and I'm gonna put a line there, and that line gonna be green because this is where buyers came in and bought. And I'm gonna like make sure, you know, I'll just a thing. This has to be divisible by 5. I usually will round it down like that. So we looking at a low of 731, 731.70. That's how low it got. Now the top of this candle, I'm gonna put a line there as well. This is where this kind of acted as resistance. Price got to that level and then rejected and came down. That's as high as it got before it rejected. That line is gonna be red. Okay? And we're gonna even that price on out. We'll just say 739 even Stevens, right? So that's on the daily. That's all I really need to worry about on the daily is the high and the low. Now I'm gonna break it down into the lower time frames and check for other supply and demand zones, but mostly demand zones because I'm a bullish trader, and that demand zones is where bulls came in and started buying, and I want to run with the bulls. So my goal is to break it into the lower time frames and see if I could find areas of opportunity. Like on the half an hour, what do we got here? This area could be considered, well, maybe not. Even though you had this little buying activity every time price got here, eventually you did have this go and break. You did have a small breakout. So on the lower time frame, I could maybe consider this a price level, a demand zone level. I possibly could. I'll put a line in there just in case. Like I said, this is not a perfect process. This is just a process that worked for me. So just keep it a buck. Just what I'll be doing. And it worked. So now I look at stuff like this. Like these are significant levels as well. Anytime you see these long tails like this was like bullish rejection. Like bears was coming in and they had their thing going on, and the bulls came in, quickly rejected it when price got to this significant level. So I do map those out too. I do put a line in on those too because it did reject. So we're gonna put another one in there. We'll put another one in there. Yeah. And even right now in pre-market, you can see what's happening. You can see a bull candle was forming right now, coming off of this rejection. So we still in pre-market. It's only 9 a.m. We still got a half an hour before market opens. So hmm, okay, I see why. Because I didn't put this all the way up. Well, actually, I mean, no, it just broke past it. Let me put it back where it was. Wait a minute. Yeah. Yeah. Put it back where it was because, yeah, that's good enough. It broke past it maybe through this morning. Let me see something. Hour. Yeah, it got to 740. So it broke past yesterday's. But this was 4 in the morning when that happened. Yeah. And this was all through pre market and post market. Price was doing all this during post market. So, and right now, so it's like a lot of bullish sentiment that's been going on. Um, that's why, and right now in pre market, we at 738.30. So we higher than where we closed. Let's see, 738.20 in. We closed at 738.18. Yeah, we higher than where we closed right now. We higher than where, just a little bit higher. We're a little bit higher than where we closed yesterday. But this was what I was talking about. That level. That was, legit because now you see what's happening. Now you see what's happening. These are the little moves that all I need is this. That's my 5% move right there. You understand? So that's why I map these levels because yeah, they're minor levels, but that's all I need for my 5% in a day. So I'm not looking for long term. I'm looking for short term moves that I can go in and get a scalp in and boom boom. So I'm at this is just my educational on how I chart. And right now what I'm gonna do is also put in a line right here, and right here. This was a significant level. 740.10 and up here. Why? Because I think price is gonna try to retest these levels too. I want to be in if it's planning on doing that. Yeah, 740.90. So it almost it this we could have a push to 741 because it even got as high as 740.90 in pre-market. So we could have a push to try to get to 741. Who knows? SPY been going crazy. So we'll be back. But this was a quick educational. Oh, nope, I'm not done. So I got these levels mapped out. Now, what indicators do I use? First off, if you new to trading, tradingview.com. I don't care if you use it on your laptop. I don't care if you have it on your phone. I have PCs or a PC with a couple monitors. So I'm better and happier doing it on my PC. But it doesn't matter. This is my most vital tool. This is all I use. I don't use a whole bunch of different stuff and algorithm stuff and all that. I don't care about that stuff. I'm a straight up price action trader. So I only really use this and then use my own knowledge of how price moves, and basically that's it. I map out. I have my own method of charting and my own method of reading price and knowing what's happening. And I use these indicators. I use moving averages. Now, I usually would do an exponential moving average. It lays a little tighter, but I'm gonna looking at simple moving average too. So let's look at the simple moving average first. I'll put the simple moving average The first one I use, let's go to the settings. So you got the eye, you can hide it if you want to hide it. I'm gonna put it on right now. The next thing is settings. So that wheel right there, that's settings. Click that. I go to inputs. Now this one is gonna be the 9 because I want the 9. So I'm gonna keep that input the same. I'm gonna go to style. Now the color of this one, you could change the colors. I'm gonna change the color because I don't want it to mesh. It's blue. I got blue candles. So I'm gonna make it like orange, right? And then I'm gonna make it thicker so I can see it good. I'm old. So there you go. Boom. Now that's the 9 moving average. I don't know if I like that orange. I think I'm gonna change that up. It's too dark. Too dark. So that's like a gold. Okay. So that's the 9. Then I'm gonna put another one on. Simple moving average. Go to settings. This one is gonna be in the inputs. I'm gonna make that 20. I'm gonna go to style. Let's make that purple. It's a reason that I do it in my case. And I'm gonna show you what it is. But and then I'll also add one more. And this one is gonna be the 200. I always have a 200 moving average on the chart. I'm gonna make that white. 200 moving average, when you see this trading above the 200 moving average, that signifies bullish, bullish sentiment. And a lot of times what will happen is this. What will happen is when price gets down and actually kisses the moving average, the 200 moving average, because it's so strong, it represents an average of 200 candles over that given time period. So over on the 5 minute time period, this represents 200, the average of 200 candles. So it's a strong indicator. It's a strong moving average. It's strong. So when it kisses this, a lot of times what'll happen is it'll bounce back off. If it's got running off a lot of bullish momentum, as you can see, time and time again, it got to the 200 moving average and bounced off. So history just proves that, you know. That's why I keep that in there. If it's trading below the moving average, saying that it's just the opposite, then it's a bearish sentiment. And a lot of times, if it's trading below the 200 moving average, once it reaches back up to the 200 average and touches it, it bounces down. So the same thing, is just in reverse. Also, a lot of times, what you will see is these moving averages like the 9 and the 20. When you see this happens, when you see this crossing underneath like this and it's like crossing over, when you see that crossover and you see it's crossing underneath, the 9 crossing underneath the 20, that's signifying bullish reversal after a bear move. When it's over the 20, that's a bearish movement, bearish reversal. That's what it means. You see how it came at the end of a trend? You see how this was like a bullish trend? And then it got to the top. And then look what the moving averages did. The 9 crossed over. You got the 20 crossing underneath. It crossed over it. And you got this bearish momentum, this bearish movement. And then from there, you got the 9 Here you go, crossing underneath the 20. And what you got? Bullish, 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 bullish. Here you go, the reversal again. You got the 9 going over the 20. The 9 going over the 20. Now you got the bear movement. Now look what you got. The 9 breaking up from underneath the 20. Coming from underneath. Now you got all bull. Underneath, bull. Underneath, bull. So, history once again. That's what I use basically. This is the tools is how I use the moving average tools. And I'm not saying that I'm perfectly right with how I use them and everything. But I am saying it does work for me. And also, too, when I see the candle breaking underneath, like the 20, for instance, this is the 20 moving average. How I know? Because it's purple, and that's the purple one, and that's the gold one. So I know this is the purple one. Now, once this break underneath this 20 moving average, that's 20 candles over that time period. So I mean, it's not like it's kind of significant. You know what I mean? It's a lot of candles that it's averaging. So under an average, if you see the candle is underneath, then you probably it's gonna signify, to me, it signifies bearish momentum. You're gonna see a bearish momentum, and unless it breaks over this, if it breaks over this, then now we going bullish. But if it's underneath, and you see it's steadily going further under, then it's bear, 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 bear. You know what I mean? So this is stuff that I'm looking for as well. Like right now, like it's not breaking it. So I want it to break. If it broke this all the way past, like it want to, it did, but now it's getting pushed back down. If it broke this all the way, then that signifies, okay, we on the average, we're averaging over that 20. So we're going bullish. We're on that average. We're breaking over that 20 moving average in the bullish movement. So we're looking to go bullish. But this is another thing too that you got to understand. Even though I'm looking for a small move to make mine 5%, you also have to understand we at the top of the all-time. Like we're at the top. We're hoping to get pushed back up. But when you already are at all-time highs, you already at a point of resistance. It's a lot of bears in the house. People have already, they're selling because they're taking their profit. The big dogs, the people who move the market. Retail like us, we don't move the market. The big dogs move the market. And so the huge super banks, the hedge funds, and the ones who represent millions and millions of shares, those are the people that move the market. And these are the people who have taken their profit and now they're selling once it's got into certain highs like this. Now you still got believers in the house that's buying and running it back up so they can run the same play again, basically run it back up and sell it again. Bring the price back down, run it back up and sell it again. So it's just it's a play to keep pushing price up and keep making money, but the opportunities could be slim pickings because it's already at the high, and you don't want to buy at the high. You want to wait to catch it and buy at a lower price. I would want to see price tick all the way back down here and come in and buy. So that's the way that I would want to do it. But at any rate, because I trade and I do this every day and I'm doing it live, we're going to see if I can find an opportunity sometime today and maybe and get into a trade and pull off the 5% play. We're going to see if that could be done today. But it's a tough go if we already are at the highs. If we already pushed all the way up to 730. Now, right now, we at 738.75. We're definitely higher than where we closed at. We closed at 738.18 yesterday. So we're pushing to 739. Maybe we could push to 740 and even try to touch 741. That's what I'm hoping for, because that means that's bullish movement, and that's what I like. I want to get into a bull play. So I'm looking for a bull play today. But this is what we're seeing right now. I'm in pre-market, and that level I mapped out, as you can see, I mean, it was quite legit. I mean, and as you can see, what I tell you about the 200 moving average. Come down, touch, bounced off. Come down, bounce off. Now you got bullish movement. And what I'm going to be looking for, the market still got 15 minutes before we actually open. But what I'm looking for is this bullish movement, and can it break? We already see the cross. We see this cross, the 9 coming underneath right now. We see it right now. So it's kind of happening right now. That cross is happening. So I see the bull movement. I'm thinking, hey, if it could break past this 9, we probably be taking this right on up. And I might do that right out, out the gate today. So we're going to be looking for that. All right, this is Dev the Smoke. Once again, I want to do an educational video of my little process and what I do. Oh, I didn't even add all my, so I got the moving averages. I didn't even add all the indicators. Also add volume. Sorry about that. I like to add volume on there. I have to know. And look, the volume is low, low, low. Wow. That's weird. Doesn't seem right. It's low though. Yeah, it's low. So the volume right now is very low. I guess, but it's on there. So I keep that on there. Okay. And also, I use what's called VWAP, but I don't always have it on. Volume weighted average price. And VWAP, I don't know all the intricacies of VWAP, but what I do know is when it's trading above that middle line in the VWAP, and it's trading like at the top of here. When you in a trade, as long as it's above the middle line in the VWAP, and as long as it don't break below that, then you keep running it. You keep running it. That's all I really know with VWAP. Like, I don't really use it all the time, but I do have it, and all I really use it for is if I'm in a trade and each candle that's going in, as long as it's above, like if it's running above the line like this, that middle line I got in the middle, as long as it's running above that, yeah, I'm gonna make dots instead and make it some kind of different color. You see, I don't even do all that. I don't do all that. I don't. And I don't keep this on. Like I said, I really only have it on if I'm in a trade and I'm worried about if it's breaking below the VWAP. See this line right here. I really don't be having this on though. It's just on my chart. When I get in a trade, that's when I worry about it. Let me see something. change this too. It's messing up my eyesight. I don't want it white either. Too many damn colors. I don't want that yellow. No, sir. Alright. Weird. Boom. Now you can see it a little better when I take the extended hours off. But yeah, you see how it's like above this blue. Once it get below this dotted, it's time to go. Once it break below this, it's definitely time to get out of there because it's going after that. But that's I don't really care about the VWAP unless I'm in a trade. Let me take that off. And then let me go back to my extended hours. No, I really don't need to because market about to open in 8 minutes. Alright. We'll be back. Peace. Alright. Welcome. What up, though? This is another episode of Boxing and Bullets. I am your host, Dev the Smoke, and we are talking that trade and shit right now. So, I already did one video earlier in the pre-market. I have not entered the trade yet. I'm just analyzing what we're seeing right now. Price is finally breaking back up above the 200 or trying to. We don't want to enter a trade until we see price break the high of this previous candle. That's usually my move. I usually wait until then. So what I did was put in an alert to let me know when that is happening, just in case I turn my back or want to walk away from my screen. As long as I got my phone in my hand, I'll get the alert and I can run and go ahead and see what price is doing. Not to say I'm gonna jump right in, but I can see what's happening at least, and see if we get anything in my favor. But one of the things I wanted to point out was that I did see earlier this could have been a possible demand zone, and it looked like it's acting as that right now. So these two price levels here that I mapped out earlier, 737.10, 736.10, those seem to be kind of holding true. So we could see a bullish move going back up to the upside, going back up toward the 740 that we were at earlier this morning. So I'll be back once I actually decide to enter a trade. Right now is just not the time. I have to get confirmation, and we'll be back in a moment. Well, Bears won today. Every significant level has been broken. So, trash can for you too. Okay, so I have not entered a trade. Good. I haven't found any opportunity to. Probably won't be one. For me. But far as I see, yeah, it's gonna be a bearish day. I mean, just look at the daily. Bam. Yeah, big fat red candle. But what was to be expected? I mean, we've reached all-time highs. So I didn't expect much except we was trying to find any kind of opportunity, but Right now, I don't see any. I don't see any. This could be significant way down here, 735. I'll put a line in. But I don't think so. I mean, where we at? That is 735.50. Hmm. Yeah. Well, right now I don't see it. So if I see anything, we'll be back. All right. All right, we back. Man, what's that song? Oh man, you messed up now. Uh huh. You messed up now. Yeah, that's the song I'm hearing. I did get into a position, and I'm down a little bit, but I got in. I think I got into a good entry. Not gonna lie. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I did. I got in at the right time, breaking just over that move. What was it? The 9 moving average, and I think we got a little bit of a room for a little run up on the 5. So yeah, I'm in there. It's not exactly like swimwear, but I'm in there. Not like swimwear, but I'm in there. And so let me see here. Let's go to the here. See, this one is the 5. This one and the other one I keep is the 15. And I like to look at them both. So I'll put the 15 on this side, and I'm just going to stay here. See, what's happening is that on the 15, we are getting to the 200 moving average, and we were below the 200 moving average. So like I had said in the previous video, a lot of times when you are below the moving average, the 200 moving average, that's such a strong moving average that once it gets to that, it rejects and bounces back down. So every time it's tried to touch it and break past it on the 15, and just to show you what I'm talking about, look, this is the 200 moving average right here. Every time it got to this and touched, it rejected. It's finally breaking past it or trying to. It still ain't broke past it. But this is a strong candle. It's signifying that there's bullish strength right there. And it's breaking past it slightly. Ever so slightly. Breaking past it. And once it breaks past it, that usually signifies that it's going to be some bull movement. But it's still, you see what happened? It got just a little past it and rejected straight down. Straight down. And that, you know what that does? Kills my whole thing. My trade getting towed up right now. I don't even want to look. I don't even want to look. I know my position look bad. No cap. On me. I know it look bad. I know it look bad. It's still hope. I mean, it's not terrible. It's not terrible. But all right, so we in a position, not the best positions, but we in one. I'm gonna let the trade play because I just nerves. You know, I don't want to just sit here and just be watching and ticking and watching and having me be recorded while I'm just watching, because I'm gonna be just watching for a minute. So I'm gonna go ahead. This is Deb the Smoke once again. We're gonna keep riding, let it ride, see what happens. This is what it's all about: education and mastery. So this could be a learning lesson, could be a lesson to be learned. We're gonna see. All right, I'll be back. All right, we back, and hey, I mean, it's looking like it want to do what I want it to do, which is be bullish and continue in a bullish momentum and ride all the way back up to 738. That would be nice. We're getting a lot of pullback, up and down pullback. Right now, this is going to be a bearish type of thing because we are at all time highs. So this is to be expected. I knew this was going to be a day like this that was choppy for me. I knew it because we was at all time highs. So I knew there was going to be a lot of bearish action when you at all when you at all time highs. People don't buy when it's high. People like to buy low. But and I knew that. But what we were banking on was some key levels playing out. And at some point they have, but I knew I was gonna have to be very careful with this, and I definitely put in my stop loss just now. I went from a positive to a negative position just that fast. So yeah, I was in a positive position and went from a positive position to a negative position that quick, and that happens with spies. Not like that's a new thing to me, but um, I knew this was gonna be a choppy day, and it's turning out to be a choppy day. And hopefully we can get out with this, by the skin of our teeth, or get out in some form of profit today. Because I'm not expecting to be able to pull out the big dog or the 5%, or I'm just hoping to get out, hold my pants up with some shoelaces. That's what I'm hoping to do. I'm hoping to get out of here with the same pair of shoes I had on when I walked in the market, and not walk out of here with some sandals, some Jesus sandals, and no socks. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm hoping happens. So we gonna go ahead. I'm continue to let this play. I'm back in a positive position. Not nothing crazy, but this is the push up we was looking for. Not gonna lie. This was the push up I was looking for. It broke the alert I put in too just now. So what I'm gonna automatically do, we're not gonna play with this one. I already put that stop order in just so I can get in here and modify it if I need to quickly. So I did that. Now you know how I do. I modify from the phone. I modify from the phone. You go to your orders. You go to that sale order you had put in already for a stop. Hit that. Go hit modify. Now you can go in and change. I had it at $1.90, but now because I'm in profit and I want to make sure I stay in profit, I'm going to change it. It went from 190, now I'm at 300. See, I changed it, and now I'm in profit. I'm in profit a little, like automatically. If I get closed out, I'm gonna get closed out in profit. That's the way I had to do it. Um, oh. modify it no more. I'm gonna keep it right at 300. I almost got closed out, but it's still pushing. I'm gonna keep it right there at 300 because it's moving really up and down. It's probably about to close me out, but I will get closed out in some form of profit. Yep, it just closed me out. Oh boy. It's got to break past E. Yeah, I knew that too. I knew that. It's these moving averages, but it's going now. So I'm not going to even play with you. I'm going to get right back in based off of what I'm seeing. If it's, but yeah, yeah. And see, I'm not going to play. I'm not going to play. Did it feel it? Yes, it did. Yes, it damn did. Okay. And guess what? I go right to my orders on the phone, you see, and I look at where it was filled. You look at the average price. We'll say average price. The average price on here is 317. 3.17 times 0.65. They give me 206 as my stop loss. Make sure it's a stop order. Well, there you go. See, now I'm in trouble. But we saw what was happening. See, I'm just going to take it off of what I saw. On the 5, we break it past the 20. We were breaking past the 20. It was just tipping past the 20. You could see the wick. It's going to retrace past that. It's going to. It's going to retest. It's going to continue to retest past that 20. And that's what we banking on. We saw what it did. We saw what his intentions are. And we going to bank on them intentions. Yeah. So, first trade, didn't necessarily, I mean, I got profit, okay, but it wasn't, the kind of profit I wanted. And I knew that. I knew I should have probably just held it and not changed, but I wanted to make sure that if it closed me out, it was going to close me out in some kind of profit. So that's what happened. So right now I'm not in profit because I'm down so bad in this position. And this position might really wipe me out for the day. It might end my career today. That rejection from the 20 is pretty strong. That rejection from the 20 is pretty damn strong on the 5 minute. Let me look at the 15. Oh, snappers. Pretty strong. Let me look at the film. Oh, no. This trade is in trouble. And I'm going to have to probably get out of this position, unfortunately. Today is proven to be a full bearish day. Dang. A huge red moving candle breaking under the 200. Not a good sign for me. I put in 35% stop loss. I'm down 10%. Not good. If we can get this baby over the 200 on the 15, then that's good news. That's good news. If we can get it and it maintains above the 200, okie dokie. We'll take it. Yeah, see, I mean, this is a tough one. We seen what it did. We broke over the 20. That's why we got in. But it tricked me. And it will do that. It'll trick the hell out of you. But we knew what it was doing. We knew what it was trying to do. We knew it was breaking past the 20. Here we go again. We trying it again. We breaking past the 20. It's breaking again. I'm in a winning position again. Okie dokie. Now let's keep it moving. Move it, move it. See, now look. But this is why I don't like recording through the whole thing. Because I'm watching candle by candle and it's nerve wracking and yada yada yada. So, but I mean, I'm in a winning position. Not much for profit right now for the day. It's been quite gruesome. But we in a winning position. We're gonna hold this baby before we go and modify that stop loss again. I'm gonna hold it a little more. Let's get in at least 6, 7%, 8% before we go to modifying. Let's hold it. But I like the way that candle looks on the 5. That's a strong candle. Broke over the 20. It looks like it's going to continue to push, which is what we wanted. And so we are getting ready to move into modifying soon. The goal was 110 for the day. We're on our way to modifying. We up to $81 in profit for the day right now. And once again, orders. You go to your sell order. You go to modify at the bottom. And then you change it to fit what you're trying to do. So just go there. Yeah. 3.49. Yep. 3.50. We're going to keep modifying, y'all. We didn't hit over goal. I modified it to 3.50 for my stop loss. See? You can see where we at as far as the value. Oh, shit. What's this? 3.60? Come on. Okay. 3.70. We're going to keep modifying. We're going to keep it there, 3.70 right now. 3.72. It's a trailing modifying stop loss. Did it get filled? It might have gotten filled at 3.72. Wow. Awesome. So, boom. There is the profit for the day is 183. Did it live. You seen it? You seen it? Um, wow. That was great. Took it right up to 23.79. Uh, yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Where are we at far as that goes? Down a little bit to 194. Wow. I was at 210. That was just a few days ago. That was my height. Down a little bit. 197. Yep. A little bit. It's over 1 month. Hmm. Not bad. Not bad. You know, for the day. 183. Oh, it adjusted. 177. Still though, not bad. We back in the game. Dev the Smoke. This is what I wanted to do. I did a little educational. We're gonna put this video together, and hey, hope you enjoyed it. So once again, Dev the Smoke. Subscribe, like, comment. Also too, check in my description in the video. Check for the link if you are interested in wanting to learn how to trade options with a structure, and a simple structure, a structure that you can follow and actually be successful and profitable. Uh, check the description. Put my link in the description for my course. All right. Once again, thank you for tuning in. Another episode of Boxing and Bullish. I am the host, Dev the Smoke, and we did it again. Peace. We'll be back tomorrow.